From Delaware's most award-winning radio news team, this is WDEL Video News. Here's Melanie Armstrong.
Among Delaware's top stories for Wednesday, November 14th, riverfront property owners sue Wilmington over eminent domain. A lawyer sues Mayor Baker, saying the city's retaliating against him, and gas prices are biting you in the wallet. And now the details. 10 Christina riverfront property owners are suing the city of Wilmington over its possible plans to buy the properties using eminent domain. Auto repair shop owner Ed Osborne says his group has the proof the city wants to take the properties, not for a public use project like a road or a school, but for a townhouse development to be built by a private company, the Buccini Pollen Group. The property owners want the Chancery Court to rule that the city's South Walnut Street urban renewal plan is illegal. The city says it's reviewing the suit. Wilmington lawyer Tom Newberger's filing another lawsuit, this time against Mayor Jim Baker, among others. WDEL's Peter MacArthur reports.
Newberger says he's being retaliated against by the city for exposing what he calls illegal hiring and promotion practices by Baker, and also because he sued a dozen Wilmington police officers in the shooting death of a man last year. Newberger says the paybacks are being aimed at renovations being done on his home. He says they've been underway for 9 months, and although he was given a certificate of occupancy, that has since been reversed by the city. Newberger says he feels he's being targeted because information he's uncovered could hurt Baker's re-election chances next year.
Mayor Baker's spokesman says they are reviewing the lawsuit. It looks like the term pay at the pump has a whole new meaning. WDEL's Carl Konevsky explains.
You're feeling a serious pinch at the pumps, according to the Oil Price Information Service, with gasoline costs accounting for almost 4% of your paycheck. Delawareans spend nearly twice the percentage of their income on fuel as 5 years ago, an average of 3.9% compared with just over 2% in 2002. The national average cost for a family to operate one car, $142 a month. The average cost of a gallon of gas in Delaware is $2.99, still lower than the national average of $3.11. I'm Carl Konevsky, 1150 AM, WDEL.
Coming up, money to make the grades. WDEL News continues in a moment.
As you look for your college experience, make sure you look at Wilmington College, your key to success.
State police are looking at surveillance images and scanners to try to find out who put ATM card readers on 2 machines at a Wawa. State police say the scanners are not the kind of thing you can pick up at a store. They're made from parts and they're illegal. The store manager found the makeshift scanners at the Wawa in the 1900 block of Pulaski Highway Sunday. If you've used those ATMs recently, check your bank account to make sure there aren't any suspicious transactions. City Council wants elementary school kids to do the best they can in a state testing program, so it's putting its money where its mouth is. WDEL's Carl Konevsky reports.
Council President Ted Blunt was on hand to present a total of $100,000 to representatives of 10 city schools to, as he says, show support to our youth and our future. The money will go to create tutoring programs designed to help students succeed in the reading, math, and writing tests.
The funds can be used for either before school, during school, after school, or on the weekends. The goal is just to make sure that the youngsters that are not doing as well as they should do academically by the end of the year will hopefully do much, much better.
Each of the schools gets $10,000 used to target students performing below grade level in the 2nd through 5th grades. And Red Clay Superintendent Bob Andrzejewski says the money will help give students the chance to get the extra help they may need.
A lot of the students, as we know, need some extra time. And with our own district dollars and the state dollars actually becoming less and less available, this is like manna from heaven. It's an awesome opportunity for us to be able to provide some extra help for our children.
Reporting from Wilmington, I'm Carl Konevsky, 1150 AM, WDEL.
Delmarva Power President Gary Stockbridge says the utility wants to talk with out-of-state renewable energy firms for future power supplies. Stockbridge says the offshore wind turbine plan would lock Delaware into one renewable technology and that a competitive bidding process would encourage firms to cut prices for customers. A Delaware Public Service Commission hearing is set for November 20th. A Delaware company whose products you've seen on the TV show CSI is showing off its new facility. Governor Minner helped Agilent Technologies in Little Falls outside of Wilmington cut the ribbon on the new Life Sciences and Chemical Analysis Center of Excellence. It's one of 8 centers around the world.
So it's really an opportunity to showcase Agilent's new product portfolio to our customers. So it's really all about bringing our customers in and actually having them talk to very knowledgeable Agilent employees about the offering that we have to meet their application needs.
And it will create jobs.
We'll be adding several new PhD and master level chemists and biochemists to the state of Delaware here, and then if we're successful, which we think we will be, and we continue to grow that, we'll create other employment opportunities in terms of R&D, marketing, and manufacturing teams here in Delaware as well.
Agilent serves pharmaceutical, environmental, and food businesses with its chemical analysis products such as gas chromatographs.
But if you've seen shows like CSI, you've seen our products in the laboratories doing forensic analysis. I think people are most probably familiar with the applications of our products. For example, ensuring that the quality of our food is okay to eat.
The new 8,000 square foot facility features state-of-the-art conference rooms and labs. Can the Sixers stop their losing streak? WDEL Sports and AccuWeather are coming up.
I'm Peter MacArthur.
I'm Melanie Armstrong, and here are Delaware's top stories at the top of the hour.
The most complete coverage of the news that matters in Delaware. Every weekday morning, 5:30 till 9 on 1150 AM WDEL.
In WDEL Sports, Jason Terry scored 12 of his 25 points in a big third quarter to lead the Dallas Mavericks to a 99-84 win over the Sixers. Dirk Nowitzki added 21 points and 12 rebounds for the Mavs. Samuel Dalembert led the Sixers with 18 points. The Sixers play at New Orleans tonight. The University of Delaware women's basketball team learned what it was like to play against one of the best without your best. Missing leading scorer Kyle DeHaven, who has a broken bone in her hand, the Blue Hens were routed by 4th-ranked Maryland 91-43 in the second round of the preseason women's NIT. The Terrapins put 4 players in double figures as Delaware suffered its worst loss since 1997, Tina Martin's first year at Delaware. Freshman guard Vanessa Kabongo led the Blue Hens with 11 points. The Delaware State Hornets dropped their second straight game in the men's preseason NIT, falling to Wisconsin Green Bay 70-50. Roy Bright led the Hornets with 18 points along with 6 rebounds. The Blue Rocks have tapped former minor league catcher Darrell Kennedy to be their new manager, succeeding John Miserock. Kennedy comes to the Blue Rocks from the Royals Low A Club in Burlington, Iowa. That was his first year in the Royals organization. He had previously managed for 2 years with Frisco in the Texas League and the Rangers organization. The Rocks also announced that Steve Luber will return as pitching coach and Nelson Liriano will be back as hitting coach. Your WDEL Delaware AccuWeather forecast. Areas of dense fog and then clouds and sunshine today, the high 64. Cloudy with periods of rain tonight, the low 52. Tomorrow, periods of rain, maybe some late day clearing. Temperatures will end up in the 40s. And Friday, clouds and sun, the high 49. Get news updates throughout the day. Delaware's top stories at the top of the hour on 1150 a.m. And get WDEL News text alerts sent to your cell phone. Sign up at WDEL.com. I'm Melanie Armstrong. Thanks for watching.